Hi there, my name's Jane Anderson. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to share with you how you can get a recommendation and also how you can give a recommendation. Now, you might have noticed on LinkedIn that something that's really important is what is called social proof, and it's a really powerful part of being able to influence people to be able to get to do what you want to do and to be able to help them more. So let's have a look. You'll be able to see on LinkedIn is that when you come to your profile, you will typically come here and recommendations sit right down way down the bottom. And so it's an unfortunate part of LinkedIn because you can kind of move it around, but you can't sort of do a huge amount. And so these are mine here. I've just hit the 100 mark, which is I'm very grateful for. I have amazing clients and they do that for me. And I also give recommendations to people who I'm happy to endorse, who I've worked with. So one of the questions I'm commonly asked, number one, is how do I get more of them? And so the answer to that is, well, you have to give recommendations. So if you just want them from everybody else and you're not prepared to give them to anybody, then that's probably not going to work very well. But if you are generous and if you are honest and you write, so you always write one that's based on the truth. Don't just write it so that, write a great one so you just get a great one back. It's, the ones that I've written for of people who have been clients and I know they've done some great work. I can happily endorse them, or I've seen them speak. I'm happy to endorse them as a speaker. Or perhaps there's somebody who's worked for me and I'm more than happy to do that. My experience has been typically for about every 10 you write, you might get about half back. And you can see those numbers are there. It works off the law of reciprocity. So if you want that, then you have to do that for other people. So that's the first bit of advice. Then the next question is, well, how do I do that if I want to write a recommendation for somebody? Now, if you're on your profile, if you would like a recommendation, you will see that there's not sort of a spot here that you can do that. You can't really ask for one. So what you'll have to do is you will have to go to whoever it is that you want the recommendation from. So let's say, for example, I'm going to go to this person. I'm going to go to Mark. I'm connected with Mark. Now, if I go here, you'll be able to see these three dots. It drops down, share profile, save to PDF, remove connection, report block, request a recommendation, or recommend Mark. So I can request a recommendation here, or I can recommend Mark. So each of these options here. So write a recommendation. So how do you know Mark? So I can select the relationship here and the position at the time. And so which position did he have? And so let's say, for example, Mark and I studied together, for example. Now, I have to tell you, Mark is actually my partner. So if we went here and we said, Mark studied together, now I'm just going to make this up, so I'm not going to really write it for him. But then here it says what we did together. So we studied together, and so here's the recommendation. Now, so we'll remove that. Now, if I wanted to request a recommendation from Mark, then how do I know Mark? Again, it's the same question. So you have to decide, how did you know each other? What was the position at the time? And it's the same thing. So let's say we were students together and, I was doing this particular role. Next. And, hi Mark, can you please write me a recommendation? And this would be where you would write your personalised request. So I hope that's helpful. I really encourage you to write them for other people because it's really helpful and it really reassures people that they're coming to you and you are the right person to help them. So don't be afraid to reach out and ask, but be generous in giving them to those people who you know, and you can hand on heart endorse them because you know that they have done good work, because that recommendation is just as much as a reflection on you. So I look forward to hearing how you go.